I hired a best friend today. I'm on my own. Well, actually, okay, I didn't really hire someone, but I am taking a custom tour with Where Sidewalk Ends. Today is Wednesday. There is no street food in Central, and so I'm going to get Laura, my guide, to show me what she does on her days off. So where does she go? What does she visit? What are the spots in Central that I'm probably walking by that are fantastic and I don't even know about them? She's also going to take me outside of the core for lunch, and then she's told me in the afternoon she's going to take me to one of the most popular neighborhoods, but she's going to show me the local side of it in between the Airbnbs and the trendy restaurants made for tourists. Apparently there's a lot of hidden gems. I hate that word, but actually they are hidden. She's literally said to me there's a cantina hidden in plain sight that all the locals know about and tourists never enter. It's going to be a good day. My new best friend is Laura. She is from Oaxaca, and through her work in public service and as a tour guide, she practically knows everyone. Most tourists walk by local museums and art galleries, so she wanted to show me her favorite. They are all free to enter. In Oaxaca, art is an act of resistance, and so many of the pieces reflected issues of corruption, violence, injustice, and Laura shared the stories behind them that only a local would know. It completely changed how I saw things. I have to say, I am learning so much from Laura. There's so much to this city, kind of beyond the tourism. It's all hidden in these little nooks and spaces in between the places that we go.
Hola. Gracias. Allá atrás. Prepararle a ellos unos chilaquiles divorciados. You want it with meat or eggs?
Meat, please.
Meat?
Yeah.
They have cecina, that is pork. It's kind of like adobo, that is kind of like pastor style.
Okay.
Tasajo, that's decorated beef.
Okay.
Or chorizo, that is pork too, and you know.
Let's do the pork cecina.
Sí.
Yeah.
That will be my...
Cecina.
Sí.
Traen lo que es perejil, cebolla, crema.
Todo.
Con todo.
Sí, gracias. Laura takes me to Xochimilco, one of the oldest neighborhoods in Oaxaca, and one of the most gentrified, with rents tripling and quadrupling in the last few years, which means locals can no longer afford to move in, and there are tons of Airbnbs. But she wanted to show me what is special about this area and what most tourists miss.
Yeah, we're in Xochimilco, and Xochimilco is even older than Oaxaca de Juarez, even when it's already in the city. This was like around the 1453 when it was like, let's say, like established by the Mexicas as well. So also has the aqueducts that they used to like provide the water to all the city. They come from San Felipe. I used to live there. It's really close to the mountains in the north. Mm-hmm. Right now it's like the suburbs, but there's still water there. I live in a gated community that has even like fireflies.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's gorgeous. Like you can do high-tech there. So the water comes from up there, mm-hmm. and it used to pass over here. So in the colonial time, like it was like where the water like was like delivered to the city. And can you hear that noise?
Yeah.
That's a pedal loom. It's still that this is like the only place in the city where you still find like textile people working.
Wow.
So it's mostly like 2-3 families. Well, like you see, they're like in like closed door, and like this is the place where you can find still textiles in the city.
Laura spots an artisan workshop that she's never seen before and asks if we should pop in and see what they're doing.
¿Cuánto tiempo tiene aquí trabajando?
Yo, 72 años.
Trabajando. Pues ¿cuántos años tienes? Si se ve bien joven.
79, voy a entrar en 80.
¿Cuántas generaciones?
Soy la cuarta. Y la quinta son mis hijos y la sexta es un nieto.
And a grandson is the 6th already.
Permítanme, compongo la
It's going to fix it for me. That's beautiful. Y ahora sí, vamos a...
He gave us the hummingbirds and insisted they were a gift, and then showed us some of his larger work, which is not sold in markets, but is commissioned for festivals and collectors abroad.
casco romano,
Wow.
la cadena.
Wow. Wow. This is from his grandfather. This is the things he used to make.
Es aquí en la iglesia.
And it's
Es
in the
rico.
church.
En 1886.
In the 1886.
Wow.
Está usted joven.
Joven.
Joven, guapo.
Mango.
Ya le estoy diciendo mango, mira. The hojalata is like the material they use.
Like metal.
Like, yeah, but it's metal, yes.
Metalworking. We just had an amazing stop. We were walking by this house, and Laura noticed something was going on inside, that they had hojalateria, which is like metalworking. And so she asked if she could take a look. The owner, 6 generations, he's the 4th, and he does custom work. So he is not in the market because he's so well known that if people come and they will ask for these custom made pieces, but you can also go there. He showed us how he builds things completely manually, all by hand. Gave us these little hummingbirds. He asked us what kind of bird we wanted. Made this to show how he made it all by hand, which is so incredible. And then was just so generous with his time. And he said that, you know, when he makes these, they are a gift to show that how he makes them, and it's all done by hand. And they also make jewelry too. It's a really special spot. Laura didn't know it, but I feel like now I'm part of your story because I'm sure you will go back there.
I will go back. So yes, this is really traditional. My parents, they live here probably in like the 2004. For like 1 or 2 years, but same, it was like pretty much like locals, not a lot of like people from other places. And this is one of the Azcalatlaco of like the places is like full with more like tourists and like even like national tourists that comes to the city.
Yes.
Yesterday I was having a conversation exactly with a guy that he moves from Mexico City, and it's a lot of people from Mexico City, they move here, and like if they work remote too, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
Then you hear all these stories, they go around like Playa del Carmen, and then they go for another 6 months to Querétaro, and like trying out our country.
Laura explains that in a historic neighborhood like Xochimilco and the city of Oaxaca, there is a fight for balance, but many times locals lose, especially with basic necessities like access to water.
They, a couple years ago, they rescued the space and they make it a park. Also, like the neighbors, original neighbors, they have like an association. We talk about resistance a lot and like how they're like trying to keep organized. So they're trying to don't let like, of course, big companies to have like offices around too. And they're still doing like these tianguis, like cultural tianguis, where they sell like, they can sell hojalateria or textiles or like food, you know, or even be like a bazaar where it's like a thrift store, but like kind of like to activate the local economy and not like people renting the spaces to put pizza places or like other places. So we have a really dry season last year that even getting water for like the houses, you have to get in like a guest list. Truck of water for like 5,000 liters costs you 800 pesos. It went to like 1,400.
Going into one of Laura's famous adolescent teenager haunts. This cantina wasn't quite legal when it started. Kind of like a local speakeasy, many places like this existed in Mexico, where it was some kind of shop up front, and in the back or through a curtain, there was a local bar. Now, Pollo means chicken, and this was the cantinero's nickname. He's now passed on, but there are lots of historical photos, and he was quite the fashionista. Today, this cantina is legal, but it maintains its spirit with a curtain that keeps it a local bar.
The cantinero, the barman.
Oh my goodness.
He has a style. He looks like a pachuco. Look at all the jewelry.
So you started coming here as a teenager?
Well, I was like only been more than 18.
Okay, so
I mean, like Mexicans, we start to drink really young. They don't ask you sometimes for like ID, so I started to drink when I was 15.
I was
in
13.
some places. Yeah, well,
Not
I don't
in
feel
places
better.
though, in woods.
Yes. And but yeah, I started to come when I was young. Like, and this is the place. I have friends that were almost like in their 40s, and like they come here to make like birthday parties, you know, or to bars
Was
like
it
this.
still illegal when you came here, or just when they started?
No, I think they were really legal, but like it's like these places that you know they were like a bar in a house.
Yeah.
There's like 3 or 4 they were like that. I know one like it was run by 2 women that they have a little tiendita in the front, and like the second like room it was their bar.
Right.
And people knows, and even police knows about it, but I guess they get a permission as a little tienda, and I don't know. They get their ways to do these things.
Right.
Salud.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm very thirsty. I'm excited that we were able to stop here and have a drink. And Pollo was quite the dresser. What a character. So I think this is a good spot to finish the video. I want to thank Laura for having me, being my best friend for the day. This is actually a really great tour with Where Sidewalk Ends. They basically tailor it to what you're interested in, as well as their day in the lives. I also really appreciate talking to someone. We had great conversations, most of them off camera, about, you know, politics and being a woman and just the challenges of life, things during the pandemic, after the pandemic, all of that. It's just really nice to share and learn other people's experiences. So if this is something you're interested in, I will put the link below and the QR code right there so that you can also take a tour. There are many guides, but I would say you should get one with Laura. In the next video, I will still be in Mexico. I will see you next week.